Hey everyone, got another solo run for you guys today, this time taking the Automatons. And usually I'm bringing one of the AT weapons, so I'm taking the Recoilless Rifle. Usually I prefer a more generalist weapon, but I thought I'd see how this one fares. So hope you enjoy the run.
Go now, and should you fall, remember this. Every day is a good day to die for democracy.
So, other than the spear, which is kind of a whole other level of anti-tank, I've generally found myself less keen on the anti-tank weapons for automatons. Most of the threats you're facing are stuff like Devastators and gunships, stuff like that, which autocannon and AMR and laser cannon, even the HMG are better at handling. So when you take an anti-tank, the only real benefits you have are being able to take on, say, turrets, so cannon turrets and tanks, without having to like get round to the back. And to be honest, you could use stratagems for these. But anyway, let's see how this one goes. As you'll see, I'm taking the Tenderizer. Another unusual choice because it's not one of the medium pen ones, but I actually like it with this setup a lot because it's very accurate. Even firing in full auto, you can hit those headshots pretty easily. Its small mag isn't really an issue for bots either, so the high damage and accuracy makes it a nice bot weapon. And then I've got the grenade pistol in case I need to punch through like Scout Strider shields or Devastator shields. Also got impact nades to help out with that. I guess the other thing that's good about the anti-tanks, so Recoilless, Quasar, Eats, is that it can one-shot Hulks. But again, I mean, I could use a railgun for that. One thing to note with the Tenderizer, and actually most of the scopes right now, they aim too high. The crosshairs are above where you actually need to aim. Thankfully the Tenderizer has quite a nice laser, so you'll see when I'm in first person mode, it's actually better if I aim using the green laser rather than the crosshairs. Yeah. I've gone with medium armor, so it's still pretty fast but good protection, and the one with the recoil control, which helps in full auto with the Tenderizer. So I'm using the Recoilless to take out fabricators as well, but to be honest, you still have to go for vents, so it's weaker in that respect compared with autocannon or Eruptor. Let's see. I guess the other thing that it's really good at is one-shotting dropships and gunships. But with the spear so good these days, it's hard not to pick the spear. Recoilless is a bit more ammo efficient, and I guess what it does have over the spear is the spear really struggles at close range and even some medium range ranges against Hulks, just because of the way it goes up in the sky before arcing down. So Recoilless doesn't have that issue. Alright, got a Detector tower. Got 500 kg to take out these structures. That should be a good hit. I'm running into these little spores because the smoke can help to lose aggro.
Injury? What injury?
Ah, it's a miss. Thankfully, the reload isn't too slow. This run was recorded before they added the new ship upgrades, so this is without the bonus reload speed.
Objective located. West.
What we got? Yeah, I know before the Quasar nerf, people loved taking the Quasar on bot missions, and I always found it odd because I thought autocannon and AMR kind of did everything better. But trying out the Recoilless on this build, I can kind of see the fun of it. I think it's just the enemies that the anti-tanks really do well against are a lot less common on bot missions. Like you can put in the work against Factory Striders, for example. I think you can go for the eye shot, or even just in terms of taking out the top cannon. But you get them so seldom, especially with the heavy enemy rebalance. For bugs, I mean, you get charges all the time, so you really get to see the benefit of the anti-tanks. I won't lie, it's a lot of fun though. Our grown to really enjoy the Recoilless Rifle for both races. Ooh. Bit of physics. That actually helped.
Tagging map.
Nice sound
Northwest,
sight.
100 meters.
Tactical asset nearby. Sending down equipment.
Nice and empty. Yeah, the fire tornadoes don't seem quite as oppressive as they used to be, but still can be quite annoying.
Dropping a pin. West, 100 meters.
Come on. Been messing around with the mortars a lot recently. Haven't unlocked the ship upgrade that lets you manually target enemies with the marking system. But it would be so cool if you could do the same with like the rocket sentry, and then it could be your own little mini SAM site.
Tagging map. South, 100 meters.
Especially since there's quite a few support weapons that suffer against gunships. Just having some more strats that do well against gunships would be nice. Oof. That's close. Ragdoll much? Yeah. Really like the Tenderizer. The fact that you can use it up close, like an AR, and also pick off their pick them off at distance with headshots. It's nice. I think I haven't quite clocked that I should be using the laser yet until later in this run.
Freedom never sleeps.
Yeah, given that I have I don't have a generalist support weapon, it's important to have something like the Eagle Airstrike just to clear out crowds.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Haven't used clusters and strafing runs much against these guys, but it could be worth trying again since the recent armor penetration buff. Can't go wrong with Eagle Airstrike though. Yeah, I'm not such a fan of the Tenderizer against bugs. Like, it does good damage, but you're just constantly reloading. And the mag dump isn't quite as fast as something like the Liberator Carbine, where you can kind of mag dump and then run, mag dump run.
Making progress.
But against bots, I really like it.
Far.
Should it reach? Yeah. I'm curious how you guys feel about how straightforward you can make Automaton missions if you just run from base to base throwing in strikes. less of an issue in co-op where you tend to attract so much attention that you're forced into a lot of firefights, but in solo, it feels like you really can bypass most of the action. Let's see what we got. Okay, avoiding that little settlement. It's good to run through these spores as well because they're very sensitive to enemy fire, or even your own fire. Like if you fire above one of these spores, just I don't know if it's a bug or if it's meant to simulate like the shockwave from the stuff coming out of the muzzle of your gun, but even that can set off the spores and send you flying. So it's good to just run through them early.
That's called democracy.
Samsite putting in the work. The other benefit of doing this kind of hit and run thing with the bases is that you usually have enemies still on the previous bases that are now alerted but can't get to you, and they're going to keep calling bot drops on that base that you've left behind. Just keeps those bot drops away from you, basically.
Liberty returns, locked and loaded.
Tagging map. Northeast. 200 meters.
So yeah, with Scout Striders, don't have the medium pen to be able to take out their legs, so just use the grenade pistol. Interesting. See, I was firing up my last indication and it was looking 90 degrees off to the side. And he managed to spot me. Or maybe a teammate of his managed to spot me. I mean, it is daytime and I'm not using a stealth armor, so maybe that's why. Oof. I think that hit low. Don't see any damage on it. It must have hit the base instead, so I gotta aim just a little higher. Takes more hits from the front as well. Again, if you compare this with, say, the spear would be able to take it out reliably in just a single shot. So I feel like all of these, like Quasar, Eats, Recoilless Rifle, they're kind of pretty niche for bots. It's like you want something that can take out cannon turrets, etc., and can also deal with hulks up close.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Love SAM sites. It'd be cool if you could take over a mortar emplacement.
Sending down equipment package.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the AA guns first, just so I can use my eagles. So I'm gonna have to thread the needle here in terms of avoiding contact between these bases. It's pretty nice for these though. Just one shot. Nice.
Sub-objective nearby. Objective critical stratagem available.
Enemies, multiple sides. Oof.
Objective critical stratagem no longer.
Of course, I had to hit that thin lamppost instead of everything to the sides. Come on. Alright, 2 guys up top. If you're going full auto, actually using the crosshairs isn't too bad because the recoil tends to carry it up there. But if you're placing the single shot, using the laser is the way to go. Oh. Yeah, I remember reading a post a while back saying that the variety of like weapon choices on bots was better than for bugs. I'm not sure I agree with that. For support weapons for sure, I think bugs has more variety in terms of stuff like the stalwart and the normal MG are really, I don't know.
Sending down equipment package.
There's much better choices when it comes to bots. But with bugs, I feel like every support weapon
North, 200 meters.
can excel at a different role. As long as you balance it out with the rest of your loadout.
Mission is progressing.
The only things that don't really see much use on bugs is probably like basic diligence. To be honest, even against bots now, most people use the counter sniper. Stuff like a lot of the shotguns as well, you just won't use against the bots. Like spray and pray or incendiary. I don't think anyone's going to be taking those. Also, there's things like the railgun, not being able to take on gunships, which really hurts it. I mean, it can, but it's just infeasible, way too slow. Or impractical.
Orbital strike incoming.
Nice. For whatever reason, that base that we just did, that base layout, they're terrible at filtering out to actually get to you if you stick to that wall. Very often there's like 2 or 3 hulks that are on there, and then they'll never find their way out the base to get to you. This base, I'm on the dangerous side right now, but let's see if I can get around.
Spot
Mission at
outpost.
20 minutes.
Yeah, ammo efficiency of the grenade pistol in co-op is not great, given you only get 2 per resupply. But in solo, you don't really have to worry about that. That's really nice for taking on any of the enemies with ballistic shields. I think that might be too far. Let's see. Yeah, missed. Awkward angle to try and use the impact nade. I'm consistently throwing too low. Yeah, first Hulk, and I missed the head. Or the face. And here's the awkwardness. If you miss once, you gotta do a long ass reload. Our solution is just don't miss. Yeah, spoiler alert, unfortunately with this mission I don't really get the enemies that the Recoilless does better against. I don't really get many tanks, no Factory Strider either, and no gunships. I guess that's how RNG is sometimes, but I wonder also if they maybe went a little too hard on the reduction of heavy spawns. Alright. It's nice to have at least 1 Strider per mission. It's a nice little peak in difficulty, especially given that I'm playing on Helldive. Like, you'd expect to run into 1 at least. But well, can't please everyone. And then there's always new difficulties they can introduce for tryhards like me.
Throwing grenade!
Oh, come on. I'm not aiming with a laser as I should be. There we go. Hopefully they fix all the scopes again. I think even stuff that was previously tweaked, like the AMR was specifically tweaked, and now seems to be aiming high again. Kind of annoying. I'm sure it's not the simplest solution in terms of they probably have to go through every gun and manually adjust it, but it would be a really nice fix. And I mean, at least the Tenderizer has a laser. Like a lot of the other guns don't. So you're really looking for like kit markers, so you know exactly how far to adjust. So yeah, wonder if any viewers here are more experienced with stuff like Quasar or Recoilless Rifle against bots. Maybe there's something I'm missing in terms of what it offers that other stuff doesn't have.
Dropping a pin, southwest, 200 meters.
I can see a niche for it. It's just, I don't know. With bots, you really feel it if you don't have an autocannon or AMR on the squad. Just something that can really engage those masses of Devastators easily. Took a bit of a risk there, but yeah, sometimes these visual effects are desynced. bot shot miles away. We don't mind those. See.
Tagging map.
Nice.
Southeast. 100 meters.
Just the primary left. Do I need to do this fight? No, getting out of here. Watch up behind me as well. Just gotta make sure you don't get cornered. Don't want to get ragdolled by the spores, so I just moved. Alright, well, we've got 14 minutes. Should be doable. These evacuate objectives can spiral out of control there sometimes. He was probably heading for the center of the map. Let's join the big old army in the center of the earth.
Main objective near your position.
Yeah, there was. I feel like in one of these patches, it was almost guaranteed that you'll get Factory Strider on the evacuation down right now. But that's 2 stacked Hulks instead. I guess that's still a worthy challenge. Yeah, I think my main, the way I see kind of like how to pick your support weapons and stratagems is the support weapons are the ones that are going to be available all the time, whether or not you've got like Iron Storms or like all you need is ammo basically. And the stratagems are the ones that will have cooldowns, etc. So it's more for situations that aren't quite as frequent. And I feel like with automatons, you're going to run into packs of Devastators all the time, whereas like the odd cannon turret that annoys you, you don't really need a support weapon that can deal with that all the time. So you can just bring a strat like 110 pods or a rail cannon strike to deal with cannon towers. Oh. Oops. Well, he's free now. In Super Earth Heaven. Of course, I have to have fire tornadoes going through the damn evac objective. At least they're not homing in on me as well, but still. That second tornado is gonna hit these guys. Oof. I mean, I admire their bravery. It's a fire tornado right in front of them, and they're like, "No, I'm gonna run through it. I'd win." Oh.
Firing orbital strike.
Nice. What's left?
You're here.
Cool. I got some Devastators off to the east.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Nice. I haven't messed around much with, like instead of going for the eye shot, taking off their legs or taking off their arms. I know that's another alternative. I'm not sure if it's more efficient for any of the support weapons there. It could be neat. I do like there being other ways of taking them down. So like how charges have headshots for some weapons, back shots for the others, and also leg shots for behemoths. Oh, this is awkward. Nice. I guess Hulks have eye shots and back shots. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't think I've fully realized that the laser is what I should be using at this point. I'm just aiming high.
My life for Super!
It is nice there. I'm not sure what other ARs would be good at this kind of range. Then again, why not just use a DMR? I guess it's better than a DMR for like a group of troopers at close range.
Helldivers never die!
Also haven't really tried any of these light pen weapons on like the back of back vents on Hulks and stuff. But the DPS of the Tenderizer might do well there. Nice. It is very satisfying to get those shots off though. Yeah, at some point I got to revisit the railgun as well, because that's got the Hulk one-shot, and there's also the recent reload speed upgrade, 10%. That will probably benefit the railgun a lot, since you're reloading between every shot.
Fire in the hole! How about a nice cup of liver
Flanks?
tea?
No. I think they're having trouble pathfinding around that building. Yeah. Come on, it's got to be the last batch. Six minutes. That's plenty of time. Oh. That group of troopers has been aggroed on me since I first came to this objective. They are following orders and staying put at their post. Okay. Second group aggroed. Got a little sandwiched here. Oh. Oh. Lucky. And that is what happens when you don't respect troopers enough. Should have taken out that first post when I first came here. Oh. I mean, I could engage it, but I think I just don't want to have to reload. I mean, the last cannon turret I faced from the front took quite a lot of rockets. curious what this new major order is going to give us. I think one of the more recent messages was hinting at new weapons. Oh, weapons from the First Galactic War, so that's got me thinking about which of the Helldivers one of it weapons I'd love to have back. So I really liked the Justice in the first game. Just kind of like a Liberator variant, but it was like a battle rifle and had amazing penetration. So high recoil, so you'd be incentivized to like do tap shots, but it had such good penetration that you could shoot through a whole crowd of enemies if they were lined up, and that felt amazing in that game. That was probably my favorite primary, but my guess is, since this isn't a World Wand, it's probably not going to be primary. It's probably going to be a support weapon stratagem. So what was good? There was the Commando, kind of like a spear, but it had 4 missiles that were weaker, but you could finesse them into weak spots. Like, it would lock onto an enemy, but you could finesse it into the back of a tank to destroy it, stuff like that. Or satchel charges, which would be amazing. Yeah, they're like remote detonation satchel charges. Oh, yeah, it looks like most of the threats I gotta worry about from the southeast, southwest. Got a small group just behind those containers though. It's the northeast.
Injury? What injury?
I think they're stuck. Ah, annoying bounce. Bit of a tight spot. But yeah, in general, you want to find the hard cover. So here, this rock on the south side is just, no matter how many rockets come my way, it's not going to go, not going to get destroyed. So I'm using that as my main piece of cover. You can always check the map as well to see where most of them are coming from. Oh, that was, okay, one of the stucker units is enemy trooper. He just called a botcher right on us. Come on. Yeah, I'm not sticking around to face those guys. Let's see ya. Of course, now they drop a tank for me to blow up. But yeah, looking forward to some new support weapons. I'm not sure which other ones I'd really love to have back. I think, yeah, satchel charges and the Commando are probably my top choices for coming back. Oh, there was it Thunderer? That was ridiculous. 3-shot burst, hand operated, kind of like a mortar, but somewhere in between a mortar and a grenade launcher. Toxic weapons as well. Yeah, so many good things they could bring over from Helldivers 1, so need more toys, please. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that run. Thanks for watching, and I'll be messing around with more builds in the next one.